The first step is to select a public domain book that interests you on the Project Gutenberg website. I have a granddaughter who's turning 1, so I checked out the picture books, and I really like The Tale of Peter Rabbit. And you can tell there's different versions, but one of them had 3,364 downloads, so that's the one that I selected. And it turns out that it has some really nice images. I'll click on the HTML version to give you an example. So I also downloaded the images, but you can also use your own photos, and you can find photos on the internet that are copyright free, and I listed many resources in the assignment. When you open up Bridge and you view your images, you'll want to name them descriptively. A lot of times cameras will put numbers, and in my case, when I downloaded the Peter Rabbit images, they were numbered Peter 1, Peter 2, Peter 3, which doesn't really tell me anything about what's in the images. So step 3 of the assignment is to name them uniquely and descriptively. I really liked more than 6 images, which is fine. You need to have at least 6, and then rename them to describe what's in the image. Like this one's just bunnies and tree, lost shoe in the garden, Peter with carrots, Peter in bed, Peter running away, and this one was Peter in watering can, and scarecrow. Just name them so that you know what's within the image, rather than having they were Peter 1, Peter 2, Peter 3, rather than having image and a number. You'll be able to easily locate your images and also name your layers the same way when you work in Photoshop. The next step is to select the output workspace on the top right, and you'll have an output settings panel that appears. Just make sure that for paper size, you select letter size under US paper, and that it's high resolution, which is 300 ppi. And then the background color, you want that to be cyan. So where it says background color, you can click and select cyan and close that panel. For grids and margins, you want to make sure that your columns are set to 2 and your rows are 3, which is great for 6 images on a page. And then you select for header and footer, you check the box to include a header and add the title of your book, which mine is The Tale of Peter Rabbit. You want to make sure that it's 18 point for your header and that it's centered. Select to include a footer, add your author, and center that using the center icon, and make sure it's 12 point. Once you do that, you're ready to add your images, and you want to have at least 6. So I will throw some images. Once you have your 6 images, then on the bottom right, you export to PDF and name it contact sheet underscore in your name. Makes it a little bit easier to read. And then make sure that you also create an APA formatted image reference page to list where you located your images. And this is what my contact sheet looks like. Let me know if you have any questions.